What is up, you guys? That we are back again for more crypto news, and today we have something really interesting to talk about, and we will cover a bit on the Genius Act and how is it going to influence all of cryptocurrency, making an evolution of the whole digital currency space. Finance has been evolving for the past 20 to 30 years. We no longer want the hardware stuff, we don't want the gold, we don't want the cash, we want it all in digital currency. This is big news out of the United States. The government just signed its first ever law regulating stable coins, and that is called the Genius Act. What it means for crypto and you, well, let me break it down in plain English. But first, let's take a look at the charts. Bitcoin now sitting at $117,000, still pretty stable. As you can see, Bitcoin now is not going below $110,000. Even if it is, this is already a tremendous huge leap since last year. Everyone thought Bitcoin was going to be stuck at $80,000, but take a look at that. And Ethereum now at $3,800. Last 2 weeks it was just at $2,600. You see the big difference in that. BNB now at $800. It was just $600 past few weeks ago. Solana at $181. Everything in the market is booming. Everything is green. We are in for a long ride, you guys. So if you haven't hopped on the crypto train, you better hop on as soon as possible before the Gen Z comes and takes it all up. Speaking about hopping on the train, I'll show you a couple tricks where you can advance your game in just a bit. So stay tuned to the end of the video to find out. So let's take a look at the first news right here. As you can see right here, last week President Donald J. Trump just signed the Genius Act, short for Guaranteeing Essential National Infrastructure in US Stablecoins. So this is one of the first major law focused on stablecoins, which are digital currencies pegged to real-world assets like the US dollar. If you do not know what stablecoins are, it's USDT, USDC, DAI, whatsoever that is completely stable. Just in layman's terms, it's not really that, there's a longer explanation, but I'm just gonna keep it simple. So why is this a big deal? Because stablecoins are used more than ever. Their transaction volumes are now bigger than Visa and MasterCard combined. However, until now, the US didn't have clear rules. The laws keeps changing. What this means for the big institutions, banks, credit unions, other financial institutions, they have to meet a Federal Reserve standard in order to get approved to issue stablecoin. And stablecoins also must be backed one-to-one with real-world assets such as cash, US government bonds. Last but not least is the strong consumer protection rules, meaning that stablecoin companies must follow an anti-money laundering act and also prevent illegal activities. This is not just in the United States, guys, because in Europe it already launched the MiCA framework, the MiCA, which is to regulate crypto, and Hong Kong also has rolled out its stablecoins ordinance earlier this year. But less than 10 major economies worldwide have passed the stablecoin rules so far. That's why US law is such a big deal, because it sets a tone for the rest of the world. So some might see this as a huge win for cryptocurrency, because especially Donald J. Trump called it a step towards making the US an undisputed leader in digital assets. However, I believe that obviously they're not undisputed leader, because China already did that way before us. But that's just my personal opinion. This is not financial advice. This is purely for entertainment. What this law does for us, like you and me, it gives us a lot of leeway to discover more and more about crypto and also to buy into certain coins. So here is the bottom line. This law makes it easier for stable coins to operate in the US, and this makes it a big step for mainstream adoption. If you have ever been frustrated about how complicated crypto can be, wallets, gas fees, and phrases, well, let me introduce this one thing that I completely love. It's called WeWake. So this is what you see right here. You can go to the website. So it's currently on its pre-sale. This is the stage of price right now, 0.0145, and the listing price is 0.15. But is it a clear winner? See for yourself. How many X's is there? The ROI. This is a next-gen layer 2 blockchain to make crypto as easy as using your favorite app. No wallet, no problem, just sign in through Google or even Telegram. Forget about gas fees, because WeWake covers that for you, and you can access NFTs, tokens, and swap instantly with no waiting, no bridges, and no confusion. As you can see, 5 billion plus users already, 4 billion plus in TVL. This isn't just hype, guys, because this is cutting edge tech like ZK rollups for scalability, ERC-4337 for smart wallets for security, and multi-party computation for the assets to be kept safe. Plus, the developers can use its SDK and white label solutions to launch the apps even faster than before. So if you want to join the pre-sale, just click join pre-sale right here, connect your wallet, MetaMask, boom, go in. So this platform runs on a token called Wake, which is on its pre-sale, and this gives you even up to 0 swap fees, cashback and rewards for every time you trade or invite a friend, DAO voting rights, which is decentralized autonomous ecosystem, This is something like being a board member of the directors, so you can actually vote for which direction you want the project to head in order to shape the ecosystem. You also have access to developer tools, and you can also stake your tokens to use it as collateral. Be sure not to miss this one out because the current price is at 0.0145. The next stage is at 0.016. You can either use Ethereum or you can use USDT, and then you can put in the amount you want and just click buy Wake, and then just wait for your MetaMask transaction to go through. You can scan, or you can just copy this address and then paste it to your wallet, and then do it either way. And once you've done it, bam, you're done. So to wrap it all up, the US just made its first big moves to regulate stable coins, and projects such as this WeWake are making crypto easier for everyone to actually use. So what do you think? Will stablecoin laws actually speed up mainstream adoption, and will WeWake be the next big thing? Be sure to follow them on X to get the latest updates. And with all that said, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed this video. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.